Welcome back to the Gridiron Expert. We're going to continue with our SEC football predictions today. But before I forget, as you've seen in the past two videos, we've been using a whiteboard and markers to show our predictions for each team. Now this is for two reasons. The first is that I feel it's good to have a good visual aid just like they do on TV on the SEC network or any other station. And number two is because we are on an extremely low budget. We don't have any other choice. Now, after saying all that, our team today, the LSU Tigers. LSU was in the headlines a lot last season. Just 4 weeks in, they fired long-term head coach Les Miles and gave the job to Ed Orgeron. Orgeron led the team to a 5-2 record over the last 7 games and now has become the permanent head coach at LSU. Now, they are coming off an 8-4 season and a very dominating win over Louisville in the Citrus Bowl. So, expectations are really high for LSU this year. They're back up to the national title expectations. So, let's see how they're going to do. They open the season against BYU in Houston. I think that's a win. Even though BYU, that will be their second game, they'll kind of have a warm-up game before this. I think LSU is going to be too pumped. They're going to beat BYU. Chattanooga is obviously an easy win there. At Mississippi State, as I've said in my past two videos, I said Nick Fitzgerald is going to give every team he faces a very tough challenge. This game, the SEC opener for both teams, is at Mississippi State. Those Cowboys are going to be loud. I don't know how LSU is going to handle it. I'm giving them a loss. Mississippi State always plays well against LSU. And I think at home, with expectations a little high for Mississippi State, they're going to get the win. Syracuse, you remember last year, LSU had to travel up to Syracuse to play the game. LSU gets the win easily at home. Troy, obviously another easy win there. At Florida, so this is where the stretch gets tough, man. At Florida, Auburn, at Ole Miss. This 3-week stretch is going to kind of define the season. If you all remember last year, Florida stopped LSU at the goal line to win the game and capture the SEC East. Florida gets the win, LSU loses. So after that point, they're 4-2. That's not bad, but the problem is they've lost 2 SEC games, more than likely taking them out of the SEC race unless someone else slips up. Auburn, at home, they're going to bounce back and get the win there. So 5-2, and at Ole Miss, I think they get the win. Ole Miss, like I said, if you've been keeping track, that's already 3 SEC losses for Ole Miss. I just don't think they're going to be, they're a very young team, and like I said, they don't have much to play for. A much-needed bye week going into the Alabama game. The only issue is at Bryant-Denny Stadium. I don't think they're going to be able to pull off that upset because, once again, it means Alabama. Their dominance reigns, and LSU hasn't beaten Alabama in years. So, probably, I think it's been since the game of the century in 2011. So now Arkansas. They get the win there. They dominated Arkansas last year in Fayetteville. They do it again and maintain the Golden Boot. Tennessee, that's going to be a fun cross-division game at Neyland Stadium. I'm actually very excited to watch this one, but Tennessee's expectations I don't think are as high as they were last year. I don't think they're going to be as good as people thought they were going to be, so that's another win for LSU. Closer against A&M. If you remember, they killed A&M last year at Kyle Field in College Station. I think now that's going to be in Baton Rouge the day after Thanksgiving or the Saturday after Thanksgiving. I think they're going to get another win against A&M there. So, really, they actually improved from last season. LSU finished the season 9-3, 3 conference losses against Mississippi State, Florida, and Alabama, all on the road. If they could upset one of those teams, more than likely it would be Mississippi State. They're 10-2 and a legitimate threat in the SEC West. Please comment any more teams you'd like to see predictions for. Please like, please subscribe, and stay tuned until next time on the Gridiron Expert.